Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about some of the scams that we have encountered, read about and heard about in Thailand. Just something you should be aware of if you're coming here, just so it doesn't happen to you.
So the first scam is Tuk Tuks and the gem shop. They will try to charge you a lot of money for a trip that shouldn't even be half that price. A trip that would cost 50 baht, they'll try to charge you like 200 to 300 baht. They'll also come at you with, I'll take you for free and no money. All you have to do is, I drive you to destination, we make a quick stop off at a jewelry or a suit tailor. Just be like, just have a look around, you don't need to buy anything, but the ride will be free. And if you do that, then when you go to these places, the gem shop or the tailor, they are going to be really aggressive in trying to sell you things. It's going to be like, you'll be able to leave at any time, but they'll kind of be like, you know, you're going to buy something first. Hey, look, I took you here, I'm not charging you for the ride, so, you know, the least you could do is kind of buy something from here. And they'll just try to use a guilt trip. So they'll try everything under the sun to get you to buy something.
So another scam in Thailand to be aware of is the jet ski hire and the scooter hire scams. So what they'll do is you go and rent a jet ski. It might already have a little bit of damage on it. You can also rent a scooter that might already have a little bit of damage on it. You take the jet ski or the scooter out for a day, however long you hire it for. When you bring it back, they will try and charge you for the damages that were already present, extra charges for things that you might have not even done. So it's a good idea to, when you hire the scooter or jet ski, take some photos of it. Just have a look at it and assess the damage that's already on it so that you don't get stung with that extra fee. So also when you rent a scooter, just do your research online. Rent a scooter through reputable places that don't have a reputation for ripping people off.
The next scam is closed attraction scams. This happened to us in Bangkok. Coming up to you, striking up a conversation, and they might say something like they just want to practice their English, and while there may be some legitimate people trying to do that, I think most of the people are just trying to get in with you and try to scam you somehow. So when we were walking around Bangkok, we were on the way to the Golden Mount Temple, which is in Bangkok, just a Buddhist temple on the mountain. We got hit up by a guy and he said he used to live in Australia, which is where we're from. He's talking to us for a little bit, saying he's trying to practice his English, and then he comes through and says, oh, where are you going? And we said, oh, we're going here. And he said, oh, okay, well that's actually closed today for a Buddhist holiday or something along those lines. Then he was trying to take us to a place by using a tuk-tuk, and then I think the ferry as well, to another temple that was quite a way away. They'll use English, they'll try to form a common ground with you, and once they do, then they'll start trying to sell you something, take you somewhere, or, you know, just scam you in general. So
yeah, a lot of the time they try and get you to go into a tuk-tuk as well, so just be aware of that. You go to the beach in Thailand, you'll have multiple people coming up to you trying to sell you jewelry, beach chairs, beers, henna tattoos, pretty much anything you can think of under the sun. These people that are trying to sell you something on the beach, they're going to jack the prices up heaps. A lot of the time they'll come up and they'll just start doing something, like they'll put a bracelet on your wrist, they'll start a henna tattoo, and then at the end they'll talk to you, yada yada. At the end they'll say 500 baht for that henna tattoo, and it's like, well, I didn't even ask for it.
So the next scam, which is commonplace around a lot of tourist destinations around the world, is the taxi scam, or importantly the not running the meter scam. So there's many ways to get around. taxis aren't the number one, and they're usually going to be more expensive than a Grab. When you use Grab, it's already keyed in for you, so when you book a trip, it's going to tell you how much it's going to cost, and there's going to be no deviation from it. Same with the baht bus. Once you get off, it's only 10 baht each trip. Pretty much every taxi, they'll run a meter, depending on how far you go, how long you go, they'll run a meter so you can get a fair price. But they'll try to have the meter off and charge you a price that's obviously going to be a lot more than what it would be normally.
So when you're in Thailand, you'll notice there is a bunch of just like tour desks sort of on the side of the road. With those, they can be a little bit scammy because a lot of the time the person offering the tour gets a commission for the tour. So they'll put the prices up of tickets that would usually be like, say, 20 baht to get into a temple. They might put it up to like 30 or 40 baht just so that they can take a cut of it.
Another scam you'll find in Thailand is the 7-Eleven wrong change scam. So it's called 7-Eleven, but it can happen in any shop. So it's just essentially if you pay for something with a 1,000 baht bill, which is what you get out of the ATM, so a lot of foreigners have them when they withdraw money. Anyway, at 7-Eleven, you give them 1,000, change should be 750 baht, and they'll give you 650 baht, so they'll shortchange you like 1,000 or 100 baht, sorry. So it's just something as simple as that, but it's just something to keep an eye on because, you know, 100 baht each time can add up, and it won't happen all the time, but just keep an eye, especially if you're handing over large amounts of money and you're expecting change. Another scam in Thailand is the bill padding scam. You'll go in, you'll have some drinks. Instead of paying as you go, they'll give you a little cup and it's got a receipt and that's your bill. So if you're having a couple of drinks at a place and moving on, it's not going to be a big issue because you'll be able to obviously recall if you had 2 drinks. But if you're staying at some place for a night, they'll just add on extra drinks, extra charges onto your bill, and they'll just tell you the amount when you go to pay, and you've had a couple of drinks, so you're going to kind of forget. It's going to be very hard to remember how much exactly 10 beers is, and if you had 9, 8, 10, it's hard to keep track of these things, so they'll just add a couple of beers or whatever onto your bill, an extra 100, 200 baht.
So the last one that I've got is not really a scam, but just something to be mindful of. When you're walking down the street, just make sure you have your handbag over your body, because I've heard of people having their handbag just resting on their shoulder, and somebody will drive past on a scooter and grab the handbag off their shoulder. Don't walk on the road, because that's sort of where it happens the most. Yeah, protect your things, keep it zipped up, keep it across your body. You shouldn't have any trouble.